asked for this. What's going on, everybody? It's Aurora YGO here, and as you can probably tell by my beautiful, flowing, non-pulled back hair, I was getting ready to go to bed, but then I saw that a shitty Archetype got support cards, and you know what that means. Free content! No, you little viewers. No! Actually, wait. No, that's exactly what it means. It means free content. So apparently the Nordic Archetype got 4 new support cards, and 4 cards is the minimum that I require in order to actually make a video on it, hence why I didn't do anything on the vampires, even though the vampire support is really cool, I'll admit that. But I wanted to check this out because I'm actually an avid fan of the Nordic Archetype, believe it or not. I'm always into, like, mythology with, like, gods and stuff. That's why God of War is, like, one of my favorite game franchises. Not for other reasons, you degenerates. But I always thought they were really cool. I always wish they were better. The Link monster and the other guy, the new Nordic Alphar that came along with her that only works with her, you know, that was a mess. It was terrible. Admittedly, I mean, they can summon a god, like, instantly, I guess, kind of. But why? But why, though? Like, the gods don't do anything, so I'm hoping these actually do something. Like, the problem anymore with Nordics is that it's not getting the gods out, because there's so many different engines you can use to actually get the gods out now, like, you know, Hulk stuff, the Link monster, and all that. It's just that the gods don't do anything. And so I'm hoping maybe this can help them along and, like, you know, actually let the deck have an end goal, aside from, like, sitting on Thor and then getting god smacked. So, new Nordic support in Battles... What's the name? Battles are something Chaos? Yeah, Battles of Chaos? Yeah, okay. I wasn't seeing an O, and so I was just like, what is it? Yeah, it's Battles of Chaos. 4 new supports to the deck constantly awarded to be better than plants. Okay. Plants are now ogres, the URL. I don't know what it has to do with plants, but whatever. So our first one, we have Gulen bursty of the Nordic Beast. I mean, you can obviously tell it's a Nordic Beast. It is a level 3 light beast tuner effect monster. Okay, a new tuner. 300 attack, 100 defense. Very small. For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one Nordic tuner. Very nice. Now you don't have to use that really weird fairy chick. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon a Nordic monster from your hand. Pretty nice swarming, actually. Especially because they have other cards, I believe, that do help swarm as well. So if you special, like, a level 4, all you need is another level 3, and then, boom. You know, there's a god. And then you can target a Nordic monster in your graveyard, except Gulen bursty, and add it to your hand. Very nice, actually. Some nice recursion. I don't know if they have any guys that do anything in grave that would be like benefit you to grab them back, but recursion in general is very nice, especially considering this deck needs a lot of it. Though it might not help too much, considering that if you guys don't know what the Norse gods do, they all require a certain type of tuner. Thor requires beasts, Odin requires ascendants, and Loki requires Alphars. And every time they're destroyed, either, I think, by opponent's card, or if they're just destroyed by any means or whatever, you can banish one of their respective monsters or respective tuners or whatever from grave and special them back. And so maybe adding them from grave to hand isn't the best thing for them to do, but, you know, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see the other support for it to actually make sense. Next up, we have this Dr. Eggman Gimli-looking motherfucker. What the hell? Oh, and you also get, like, a little notes right here. That's pretty cool. I won't read them out. You can read them out on your own time. This is YG Organization, our great friends for my content. But next up, we have Evaldi, the Nordic Smith. He is a level 4 Earth Warrior effect monster. Guys, he's a warrior. Rhoda, broken in Nordics. He has 1500 attack, 700 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control a Nordic or Aesir monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Very nice. If I recall correctly, the Link 1 requires a level 5 or lower Nordic. And so, like, summoning any of the guys gets you this for free, and so you can make the Link. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Nordic relic card from your deck to your hand. I believe that, yeah, that's a new Nordic relic with apparently a stupid name. Holy shit. But the Nordic relics are actually pretty bad, so hopefully this next one is nice. But this is actually a very nice card for a synchro deck. Honestly, any sort of swarming like this, you know, if you control X, special Y, like in a synchro deck is very welcome, especially if these new cards allow you to get one of the gods out naturally. Like what you can do is you can make one god and then special Evaldi here, and then make the link, and then if you have the resources, because the link requires you to banish shit for some reason, if you can make the link, then you can get another god out, which would be really cool. And then while the link points to one of the gods, it gives it protection and herself protection. So that's really cool, actually. And also, you know, not terrible attack, you know. Maybe you can do some sort of beat down with him. You don't have to special him in defense, so that's nice. But let's go on to the Nordic relic. Holy shit. Nordic relic Hlidskjalf? Hlidskjalf? I'm gonna say it's Hlidskjalf. Hitskjalf. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Hitskjalf. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name per turn, and oh no, you can only use one effect per turn and only once that turn. Special summon a Nordic monster from your deck. Oh wow, okay. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck while the summoned monster is face up on the field, except Aesir monsters. That is really, really good, actually. A lot of synchro decks would kill for that outside of, like, Rockets, because they already have it. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add a Nordic monster from your deck to your hand, then shuffle one card from your hand into the deck. I don't know if this single-handedly fixes, like, most of the problems the deck has, but I'm tempted, I'm very inclined to say that it does. So, like, again, honestly, it really doesn't matter how easily they can summon the gods if the gods themselves still don't do anything. Like I said, the best things they have going for them is Thor being able to skill drain all the opponent's monsters, and then Odin being able to be unaffected by back row on your turn, granted, and being, like, 4K. Like, they're big, they're level 10, and they have decent effects, but, like, they're not good enough, you know, considering they're, you know, gods. But, this helps a lot. Because, admittedly, one second, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to look at the Link monster. Alright, so unfortunately, the Link monster is not an Aesir monster, so you can't just activate this and then go into the Link and then immediately go for, like, a free Aesir. But, you know, yeah, she's called, like, a Nordic Ascendant or whatever. But, while that's unfortunate, honestly, it's not really too important. Especially because you can special Gulen bursty and then get a free summon from hand. And, like, if it's a level 3, all you have to do is summon Evaldi, and then you already have yourself, an Aesir monster, which is really cool. And then also, this might make it a very good Foolish Burial Goods, target. Admittedly, you can only use one effect per turn, only once that turn. Is this also a relic? It is a relic, so, okay. Being able to Foolish Burial Goods this and then get a free search, I mean, not free, you gotta shuffle a card from hand back into the deck. It's like Qinglong, except I'd like to argue worse. But definitely very nice, especially if there is another good card to search off of Evaldi, unless you want to get this for a follow-up play. But this is very nice, and I'm certain a lot of decks would kill for a card like this, so hopefully Nordics can do something with it. Like, unless they get a new Synchro monster, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but whatever. So for the final card, we have a continuous trap card in the form of Nordic Relic Svalin. Svalin, yeah, I think that's right. You can only use one effect per turn, and only once that turn. If you control an Aesir monster, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. Huh. Why would you ever summon Thor now? Literally, all you have to do is summon Odin now. 4K, fucking imperm not imperm, but just, like, negate everything. Why would you ever summon Thor now unless he was a quick effect? Then again, this is also a quick effect. This is a quick effect, guys, because it's a trap card. Huh. Okay. Let that sink in, especially with how easily they can summon a god now. Because, again, the gods themselves aren't really that crazy, But if you combine it with this, I mean, that's kind of insane. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Give me a sec. Ah, damn. Goddamn doesn't do what I thought it did. I thought you had to tribute it to use the effect. Damn. Okay. Because I'm looking at the second effect. You can tribute a Nordic monster, then target an Aesir monster in your graveyard and special summon it, which is basically just better recursion than the gods themselves have, where, like I said, you can banish one of their respective things and then special themselves back if they're destroyed. But I thought Goddamn you had to tribute an Aesir, and then eventually, like, the next turn, it would banish all cards your opponent controls, but it gives it to your opponent. Otherwise, I'd totally say just, like, cheese out one of the Aesirs, Goddamn, banish all your opponent's shit, tribute a Nordic, bring back the Aesir, and then attack directly for, like, 4k. That would be really funny. But honestly, okay. Not only, like, I'm more concerned about this part. Not only does this negate the effects of literally everything, not just monsters, but, like, it's searchable. Literally all you have to do is control a Nordic, special this guy, or an Aesir. He can also special himself if you have an Aesir, which is even better because you need an Aesir for this to go off. But you special this guy, search for this, and then you just have, like, an insane method of getting rid of problems. That is very cool, especially because it is a quick effect. You just make the Aesir, special him, search this, set it. Your opponent does anything? No. Like, okay. This definitely fixes... Like, these two cards alone, single-handedly, make Nordic actually playable. Like, because the Link monster, it was cool and all, I guess, with the fucking, the new Alfar. But, like, these are like a piece de resistance. This makes Nordic actually usable. Is it gonna be meta? No. Definitely not. They still struggle to bring out, like, anything, even with the Link monster. Is it going to make them, like, actually gonna see play, maybe? On a larger scale? Perhaps. Like, this might actually... Like, honestly, even with these two cards, ignoring Evaldi and Gulen bursty, these two cards would be perfectly fine. But the fact that you can have both of these as well makes Nordic just a lot better. Because you got extra swarming in the form of both of them, recursion with Gulen bursty. He's also a substitute tuner. You can use him for any of the gods, which is nice because you're probably going to be summoning Odin now, more than any of them. You have Evaldi, which is great swarming, just special for free. And if it's summoned by any means, just search one of these. This gives you a free Nordic from your deck on the field. Admittedly, it does lock you into Aesirs. You can't summon the Link, but honestly, do you even need the Link now with this shit? Like I said, it doesn't negate its effects. It doesn't prevent it from attacking or anything like that at all. So that's crazy. It's basically a virtual world Qinglong. And then you have this. I really like that. I cannot express to you enough how much I love this. I am such a big fan of blowout cards, especially when you combine them with a really thick monster. Like, that's why I like Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So I'm very excited about this. And more recursion. Like, literally just tribute a little guy, special a god back. That's how Mafia works. Alright, I think I've been droning on long enough. What do I think of these cards? I feel like they are really good. They're not gonna make Nordic, like, fucking tier 1 or tier 2 or anything. But you're probably actually gonna see these a lot more. Be it online, at locals, maybe even at a regional if you're lucky. I feel like it'd be really fun to see what people can do, especially considering all the synchro support we've gotten over the years. You know, stuff like Halk and everything like that. The symphonic engine, everything like that. So, yeah, what do you guys think about this? Do you think Nordic can be at all competitive? I think they might be able to. I mean, it could be kind of fun. But, yeah, again, tell me in the comments below what you think about this stuff, because for now, that's gonna do it for the video. If you liked it, please sure to hit the like button, as well as put this video and the channel into the YouTube recommended. And if you like this content and you want to see more like it, like the rest of my review series that I have all over my channel, perhaps consider subscribing, because we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers by next May. But once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Aurora, signing off.